Alright, gentlemen. I will be back with the new deal.
Oh, shit.
Hello, sir. You may need to cough a little bit. It might help your voice. Oh, you're just not saying nothing? You being silent? Sir, I can't understand mumbling. I don't know what you're saying, sir. I hear.
Well, maybe that's because I haven't said anything. And
Oh,
I'd appreciate
fair
some.
enough.
I'd appreciate some space there, cowboy. You don't need to be that close to me.
Well, you can appreciate it.
No, you don't need to be that close to me.
You can appreciate it, like you said.
Oh no, I don't appreciate it. Give me some space, motherfucker. You're
I've
kind
got
of
to
creeping me out,
antagonize
man.
the
You
man
can't be up
lamb.
on me like this, man.
What law is that?
It's called 6
I
feet.
mean,
That's not
Stay
a
out of my
law.
bubble.
That's not a law.
No?
it could turn into harassment, so I would
Yeah.
advise against it.
So is malicious taking of pictures.
Really?
What
Yeah. So at
malicious
this
taking
time,
of
I
pictures?
will ask you to stop. Okay.
And you
And
can
now
ask,
I am
but
going
I'll
to.
tell you no.
I'm going to tell you that you are in public and you can take pictures of buildings. You can take pictures of natural surrounding. However, you cannot follow people around and take their photos.
Actually,
That.
there's no expectation for privacy in public. Learn the law before you put on a badge, bud.
All right. So you do understand how harassment works, then, huh?
Uh, Cameras
Right.
can't commit crimes, man. What are you afraid of?
Yeah,
Only
you're right.
dirty
That's why
cops are
the
afraid of
camera's not
cameras.
charged. That's why the camera's not charged. That's why the person would be charged, right?
Nah, no,
Well, I mean,
no.
to be fair,
This is my first constitutional protected right, and this is public property.
Right.
So,
So this being public property, guess what? I'm going to
what?
ask you to stop taking photos of me.
You can
What?
ask, but I can
Right. Exactly.
decline because
And so
this
when
is
I
my
leave,
constitutional right.
if you follow me and you continue to take photos of me, then I will press charges against you for harassment.
Really?
You understand that's how harassment works, right?
No, that's not how harassment works. That's the Supreme
Actually,
Court.
that is
I'm allowed
exactly
to
how that
record
works.
you during your duties. It is a citizen's right to report
McCulloch
police.
versus Texas. You cannot continue to harass people after they've asked you to stop doing something.
There's no expectation for privacy.
McCulloch
man.
versus Texas.
Nah, you can quote whatever you want, man. I know
You know,
the Supreme
I'm
Law.
quoting the law. I'm quoting a law. I'm
No,
quoting an actual law.
There's no
McCulloch
expectation.
versus Texas.
This is a protected constitutional right.
And I'm telling you that if I tell you, if I create the expectation of privacy.
Oh, do you now?
Right? Yes, as I can. All right. So if you're
Your
stalking
guys'
me,
egos
right?
are
If you're
seriously
stalking
in
me,
bad
if
shape.
you're stalking me, right?
Yeah.
And I walk to the other side of the building and you follow me. Do you have the right to follow me if I've asked you to stop, or is that harassment?
I am
Tell me,
allowed to
right now.
I am gonna tell you right now. Like I said, the Supreme Court says that I can record all police
And
officers
McCulloch
during
versus
the course
Texas.
of their duties. Well, this ain't
McCulloch versus
Texas.
It went up to the Supreme Court. It is the court case.
Well, I
It is
think you're
called
lying.
McCulloch versus Texas.
You're
Well, I
lying.
mean, Google's for free, buddy.
You're
Google's
lying.
for free.
Huh?
Google's free.
Oh, I know.
Well, feel free to look it up. You've got a phone, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got all kinds
So
of
as a officer, I can set the expectation of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you
No,
have
you
the right
can't.
to film. You have the right to film every square inch of this building. Okay,
And
every square
anybody
inch of
in
it.
public, you cannot trespass the eyes. What the eye can
Again,
see.
you cannot. You also cannot harass people.
I'm not. Hey, you guys approached me. You start talking to me. You solicited this
I
harassment.
mean,
we
were on our property. You
no,
came over here. Hey, no.
Don't say
We're
our
on our
property. This is
this is
my
our property. We pay
no,
taxes
no.
Cut it out.
Hey.
Both of you, please stop.
Something
All
tells
right.
me the redhead here knows I'm fucking right. So you
First
actually,
off,
I'm about to call a supervisor in here, man.
Well, good thing you're dealing with one.
I am
Oh, if you're the supervisor, well then
Yeah,
you
and
should know
that's-
the constitutional rights, and what I'm
and
doing is not
that
illegal.
is correct, sir.
That's
I
right.
have-
So call your
I've
dog
made that
off here,
clear.
send him back to his little room, let him retrain. The Constitution of the United States that you guys took an oath to protect, learn it. Don't come out here with your ego shit telling me you're setting precedents on what is legal
We're
and what
gonna
isn't.
keep this. We're gonna keep this professional, sir. or-
You already passed that moment when you started
No,
infringing
well,
on my
I mean, there is
constitutional
a constitutional law. I mean, there's a law. There is a law. You understand the law?
You should
I cited
learn
you
the
the law
fucking
17
Please.
times.
Alright.
All right.
You know what?
I'm setting. I am setting
Go
the
away,
privacy right now.
Go away. You don't set privacy. You're not.
I do set
Supreme
privacy.
Court.
You're not allowed to harass. You're not allowed to harass.
You solicited the harassment. You approached
You are not
me.
exactly because I'm setting. At that time, I am setting the harassment. I'm setting it. You
supervisor
cannot
guy,
harass me.
You know this guy's like full of shit, right?
No,
He cannot create laws because of his ego is getting
It's
bruised.
not creating a law. It's an actual court case. Feel
Dude,
free to
you
look
need-
it up. You
this-
don't like it?
you
Go
know
cry
what?
to someone else about it.
Being a Leo isn't for you, man. You failed this audit big time. Fucking retard.
Dixon, you're having some issues right now.
I'm telling you this, dude, man.
Yeah, your voice is a little weird.
Wow. Well, my voice feels just fine with me.
Yeah,
You know
no,
I'm
you're
correct.
fine.
You know I'm not
Yes,
breaking
you
any
are
laws,
correct. No, I understand that.
Yeah. And his ego coming. Why didn't you tell him though? Why couldn't you stand up?
I
He
was
infringing on my
attempting to do
constitutional
so.
rights.
Sir, I was attempting to do so, but the both of you were having a pissing match.
Well, no,
And
I
I'm
wasn't
not-
a pissing match. I'm actually his employer. He's the public
Sir. Sir. Your,
Just so.
your,
Just so.
your voice is having some issues.
No, sir. No, it's not.
It is. It's
Oh,
really
shit.
bad. It sounds like aliens are abducting me.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that too over here.
Abducting me. Yeah, there you go.
I actually
No, no,
thought
I hear
he
myself.
was saying. I thought he was saying my voice was messed up.
No, I can hear myself.
Ooh, echo, echo, echo.
Echo. Echo.
Well, you know what, supervisor? Can I get your Damn, this is gonna be annoying. Hey, can I get your name, badge number for the record? I am recording, by the way.
Yes, sir. It is Alpha 3, Joseph Torrance with the LSPD.
All right. Thank you for your professionalism. I really wish you would have intervened a little sooner and told your boy he was infringing on my constitutional rights, which could be
Again, I
very much a
attempted to do
lawsuit,
so.
right? But his ego was just inflating there, and I shouldn't have been approached in the first place. Like I said, people, law enforcement can ask me this, they can ask me that, but I don't even have to talk. I don't even have to
That is
speak.
correct.
Without a crime being committed, you guys are like not even here. You're powerless. You don't even exist without a crime. And I think
That is correct.
yeah, I think the police need to, realize that and lose the egos when they hit the streets. You know why I started doing this today?
My
Because I was several blocks over and I saw a black unmarked SUV police vehicle speeding over 100 miles an hour going through red lights without any sirens or lights on. And then as I was coming over here, I picked up my camera and I said, you know what, I'm going to go audit these guys. And I come over here and I've been sitting over on the bridge and I've been filming these guys blowing through the red lights, not using blinkers, not using their sirens or their lights to go through red lights. So basically they're just thinking the laws aren't applying to them. But yet I'll get pulled over if I do any of the things that I've recorded these guys doing today. Right?
That is correct. If you
Mm-hmm.
have any video evidence, if you would like to send it up, I can take care of it.
But what would be done? I don't really have faith that there would be any accountability here.
There would be punishments handed out, and depending on the severity of it, they would be charged with the crimes.
Huh. All right. So you're telling me that there's going to be zero corruption within this police department?
Absolutely not.
No favoritism?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, I cannot identify the officers because, again, they're in unmarked vehicles blowing by me. So I couldn't get any identification or even squad numbers on the vehicles. I do have
Fair
the
enough.
footage, but I can't identify who was driving it. And, I'm sure whoever the Leos were aren't going to say, oh, that was me.
Here,
know.
take my number.
Oh,
There you go. You check your contacts there, suggested. If you have any other complaints, or if you have some sort of identification that we can attach to one of the officers, you let me know and I'll take care of it. I will say that you are correct in the essence of photos. It is perfectly fine for you to take photos in a public setting. If they ask you to not take photos of you, it is generally polite to not do so, but you don't necessarily have to. If you continue to follow said person around, is when it becomes an issue, because at that point it would then be moved up to a harassment charge. In this case, if you really were just sitting up on the bridge taking photos and coming down, he approached you, I wouldn't really consider that harassment.
Well, I'm glad that you wouldn't consider it harassment, considering it wasn't harassment.
But if it
there's
were
a big
to
disconnect between law enforcement and the citizens that pay them, and I want to work on that disconnect that we got going on.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, you don't think I'm serious?
Well, internal affairs things that I can't say out publicly, but yeah. You are correct in a sense, yes.
Okay. So you will inform your police officers that, say they have a traffic stop and I see it. I can go over there and stay 10 feet or more away and film them while they conduct their traffic stop. And that is not interfering with the police officer, because interference has to be a physical act.
If they deem it to be a safe distance away, and they ask you politely to move further than that,
no, sir,
perfectly
they cannot.
fine.
No, they cannot tell me where to go, where I can record them. Supreme Court says
if
10 feet is more than adequate. I'll give them 15, 20. I don't want to get in the way or distract them from their duties, but if a guy with a camera filming them doing their job is freaking them out, then they're probably in the wrong line of business, because it's not
fair.
against the law. Only bad cops are afraid of cameras, and that's what they prove.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So that's about where we're at. I'm sure you guys will be hearing from me again. I'll be putting my audit together, all my footage together, and then I'll be writing my review, and Well, we'll see how things go. But yeah, I you know, because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure if you weren't here, the cowboy there would have arrested me and locked me up, and that would have been a huge lawsuit for standing out in public with a camera. Just because I didn't bend to his will, to his ego. That shit ain't ever gonna fly with me. And other people need to be like me. We need to hold you guys accountable for your actions. You're not above the law like I've been watching all afternoon. All the speeding and running through lights, not using blinkers, no emergency lights or sirens, and they're just blowing through town wherever they want. Very dangerous and unprofessional. You know, the people are watching. So I thank you for your professionalism, and good luck with what you're doing. I hope you stay safe. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop. I support the blue line. I support police. I believe in funding the police, but
100% agree.
the good people, the good ones. There's bad apples in every bunch. You guys ain't exempt from getting a bad apple as much as a teacher, a gym teacher, a doctor, a nurse. Any profession can have some people that shouldn't be doing that job. And maybe I'll have to spot some here and escalate things if it excels. Like if I keep seeing a pattern of all this law breaking by the Leos themselves, well, I will go formal with it.
And I fully expect you to. That's why I gave you my phone number.
All right. So are you the top dog here? Are you the chief, the captain? What?
I am a captain, yes.
All right. Who's the top of them? You guys got a police chief?
Yes, we do.
All right. What's his name, if you don't mind me asking?
Jimmy Bowser.
Jimmy Bowser?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, hey, another thing. Some guy, another Leo yesterday. I really think he needs to change his name. I mean, just because when he identified himself, I could have swore he was sexually hitting on me, man. But apparently his name is like Dixon Butts. But what I heard was, I want to dick in my butt. And I was like, excuse me? What was that? And then, and I was like, hey, you might want to go with something else, man, if you don't want people to, like, misunderstand what you're saying there. I mean, it is what
I
it
will
is,
tell you.
That's a weird
I
one,
will
man.
say that Mr. Dixon is a rather honorable captain, detective. And he's been made fun of for his name for years and years, and I think that at this point their family line is used to it.
The whole family line, huh?
Mm-hmm. Goes way back.
How many Dixon Butts is there?
I believe he's the fourth or fifth.
What, are they all juniors?
And junior, senior, first, second, third.
Oh man,
it's a long line of Dixon Butts.
Yeah. Well, you can see where people can misconstrue that name, especially when there's a lot going on, a lot of voices and whatnot. I mean, seriously, I thought I was being sexually harassed there for a bit. It's like,
absolutely,
hey man,
I can see where that can go, but
I said, dude, you need to stop.
That is his legal name on his birth certificate. So
I can't blame him for his parents. Well, he could always go change his name. Any adult can change their name legally. But hey, it is what it is. It's a family tradition.
The family's too honorable for that.
Oh.
But anyways, I gotta go back in there and do stuff, application stuff.
You the captain. I need to talk to you.
You gotta talk to me.
My friend, yes, I need to talk to you, my friend, about the gun license, my friend. You the guy I need to talk to, yes?
Yep.
Okay. I'm ready.
Be safe out there.
That's it. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, sir.